My name is Bishop Andrew Cozzens. I'm the auxiliary bishop here in the Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis. Before becoming a bishop, I had the privilege to teach for many years at the St. Paul Seminary, and I have dedicated much of my life to strengthening seminary formation. I also have a deep love for religious life, and I've helped dozens of young women to discern their vocation and spent as much time as I can offering retreats and conferences for women and men religious. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to see firsthand the important work that La Beret does in support of vocations for our church. I was reminded of this vital work that La Beret does for our local church last May as I ordained 7 men as transitional deacons for our Archdiocese here of St. Paul and Minneapolis. One of the men I ordained had been a La Beret aspirant, and if it weren't for La Beret, he may not have been taking this important step towards the priesthood. And I know many other young women and men who've been helped by La Beret over the years. It's made a huge difference in helping them respond to God's call. We've all heard about the problem of rising student loan debt today, and this trend has serious impact on our seminaries and houses of formation. Nearly half of all aspiring priests and religious are prevented from entering formation because of their student loan debt. Seminaries and religious institutions cannot afford to assume the burden of that education debt. The unfortunate result is that vocations are often postponed, sometimes for decades. In fact, rarely, but it happens, they're lost forever. I don't have to tell you how desperately the church needs these vocations. The times we are living in are difficult. In many ways, these have been dark days. But even in this time, I've seen that God is giving vocations to young people. Good always comes out of these crises. We can't afford to lose a single vocation. Priestly and religious vocations are in some ways the very heart of our church, helping to give that lifeblood to all the church's members, pouring out their lives in service so that the members can grow in holiness and fulfill their potential. We need to be sure that every young man that Christ is calling to the priesthood is able to say yes to that call. We need to be sure that every woman and man God is calling to religious life is able to say yes to that call. The La Beret Society has helped hundreds of men and women answer God's call since 2003. Thank you, and God bless you.